The Branding Your Business podcast is for small business owners looking to build a customer favorite brand and a value-driven business. From solo shows covering marketing tactics to experts sharing their brand stories, each episode delivers actionable insights for entrepreneurs who want to impact the world. We're sharing how strategic moves and authentic connections can build a profitable business minus the burnout. Tune into the Branding Your Business podcast with me, Praise Santos McKenna of Come Plum, to design a brand your audience adores while building a life you love. Hey there, welcome back to the Branding Your Business podcast. I'm your host, Praise Santos McKenna, the founder of the branding studio Come Plum. We've been around for a decade. This podcast has been around for a year. We've had so much growth. We are 93% of our way to our impact goal of equipping 10,000 women to be inspired, resourced, and confident to do the thing that they are called to do. I feel like it's so wonderful and such a blessing and an honor to steward this brand, Come Plum. And I've had a lot of help along the way. I have had mentors and coaches who invested in me to push me further, to help me get past blocks, to help me with the practical stuff of running a brand, the practical systems and processes of running a business. And a coach is not an easy thing to find. So when I was first looking for a coach, I actually used this app. Okay, great. They say we have coaches here. Let's do it. I got connected with somebody. And it was a bit tough because she didn't have any experience in my industry. She didn't really ask me very practical questions. It was just a lot of kind of open-ended, little bit woo-woo questions, which y'all know if you listen to this podcast, your girl loves the woo, but it just wasn't the right kind of woo that I needed at the time. And I realized it was really hard finding a coach from that experience. And so I wanted to share with you on the podcast today the ways I have found my dream coach, the ways that you can use to find your dream coach too, because we can't do this alone. We need the resources and experience of our community coming around us to do this thing well. So let me give you a few practical questions that you can use to even interview coaches to evaluate some of their work so that you can make a great decision for yourself to really up-level your business and your brand. And so when I actually did find a coach who helped me a lot, I was interviewing a lot of coaches. I was doing a Google search of coaches in the creative community, coaches who coached businesses like mine. And I had an interview with someone who her specialty was price increases. I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely need help increasing my prices. And so I chatted with her, but I told her I also needed other things. I also wanted to launch new income streams. I also wanted to set up a team so I could also be out of the business part at the time. And as she heard more and more what I needed, she was such a great coach in saying, hey, I'm actually not for you. Here's a coach who can actually help you. And so she connected me with a gal who I worked with for about 2 years. And what was so good about her is that I could see in her business, she was a photographer who also turned educator, who had multiple sources of income. And I could see her and her values and where her business was. And I wanted that future to be mine. And so it was so practical because I could see her results in herself, let alone the other people she has helped to get to that point. And so that's one thing I really want you to start off with is find a coach who's living a life and leading a business that you want your life and business to look like. Even though there are some great apps, maybe for one-off coaching, the app was still really cool. It didn't feel like a good place for me to invest because it didn't give the returns I wanted. Whereas someone's life and story told me that they could do this thing. Here are other tips and tricks that you can use to find that dream coach. So a coach should be someone you click with and can be honest with. So how do you find that? You can ask them these questions. How do you tailor your communication to suit different personality types and learning styles? What inspires you to coach and help entrepreneurs like myself? This is a great way to find a coach you can click with and know you can be honest with. Secondly, a coach should be someone who can provide proof of the results you want. In order to get that, you can ask these questions as you're looking through some of their stuff or interviewing them. You can say, can you share your background and expertise in your industry or field? Have you worked with entrepreneurs facing similar challenges as mine? What kind of results have your previous clients achieved? And can you provide any success stories and testimonials? How do you stay updated with the latest industry trends and best practices? You want someone who didn't just have a success story from 20 years ago. You want to make sure they're doing it now. Thirdly, a coach should care about you and your thriving, motivate and equip you to do the work, and can call you out when you're self-sabotaging. This is actually the part of the woo-woo that I do appreciate when it comes to coaching, is a lot of this mindset stuff, because oftentimes we are our own challenges. Will your coach be assertive enough to call you out on your ish? So here are questions to ask. You can say, can you describe a time when you motivated a client to overcome a significant obstacle or achieve exceptional results? How do you support clients who may be facing self-sabotage or struggling with confidence? These are the layers, people. All right. Another thing is a coach should be able to teach you not only how to get to the next step, but also teach you how to think so that you don't need them to guide you forever. You shouldn't be dependent on a coach forever. Their work with you should be able to change your mind, the way you view things, change your leadership so that you can start leading yourself. Questions to ask them to make sure that they can teach you not only how to get to the next step, but also to teach you how to think so that you don't need them to guide you forever are, can you provide examples of instances when you went the extra mile to support your clients? And can you tell me how your clients are doing now that they've finished their time with you? Also, a coach should ask you questions to lead you to your own conclusions and give you practical tools, frameworks, and ways of working. So it's not just theoretical, but also practical application. So when you ask your coach, hey, how do I make more money? They'll say, hey, here are other income streams that are related to your business and will serve your clients. And here's step by step as we're going to do them. Here's a framework. Here is a game plan, et cetera, et cetera. So here are questions to ask. Can you provide examples of instances of how you've effectively communicated complex concepts to your clients in the past? Can you provide references or contacts of previous clients who are willing to share their experience? You want that social vetting, that testimonial. You want to make sure these things are real. I wish I had these questions when I was looking for coaches. Thankfully, I found one who is the right fit for me, who challenged me, who helped me grow my business, and they helped me become the coach I am today. And this is what I also challenge and encourage you to ask me to look at our website, to book a discovery call with us, or even what we like to call a chemistry call to see if we click and if we're a good fit. I do love coaching business owners. I do love coaching leaders as they are leading brands. We help folks create profitable brands that they love. And so if you're looking for help how to increase your income, to create a new income stream, to revitalize your brand, to find the right target audience, to build an audience, to work with your marketing, this is what we love to do. So we will link a PDF cheat sheet of these questions in the show notes. Use them on me, use them on people you interview. I really want you to find the right fit. And I will encourage you, if I'm not the right fit, I have a lot of coaches in my community that I can also connect you with who may be a better fit for you. I really believe the world needs more brands and brand leaders that are making a difference, that are going above and beyond their potential, because the world needs what you got. And I hope this podcast episode helps you do just that.